Hello and thanks for dropping by. Today I'm going to be cleaning this e-hybrid Tiguan VW. The client does a lot of driving around the country, gets quite dirty and gets lots of insects around the front grille. It hasn't got any coatings, so I plan to do a full decon wash, clay towel, and then give it some protection on its first detail. Here's a few of the chemicals I'm going to use today. I've brought them all myself based upon advice from YouTubers, so a shout out to Hannah from Auto Care HQ and John from the Forensic Detailer. So I'm going to kick off with the Garage Therapy Citrus for the pre-wash on the wheels, tyres and arches. I've got 900 mils of water and 100 mils of product, so that's 10 to 1, or it could be 1 to 9, I'm not quite sure. Anyway, I thought I'd stick with Garage Therapy products as a first line of products that I've bought, just because they'd all be cohesive and work together, and I just like the look of the brand, and they're quite new in the UK as well. So anyway, here I'm spraying the arches, the tyres and the wheels, and as we have some nice wheel faces, I want to add a bit of lubrosity with 50 mils of citrus with 450 mils of water in an IK foamer. This just adds some added lubrication for when I start to actually brush the wheels, arches and the tyres, and so that it doesn't cause any damage, scratches or marring. To add some more lubricity to my wheel wash, I've got the Garage Therapy Decon shampoo, and I've got 20 ml in a 20 litre bucket. Just get it all in, and then just use the pressure washer just to give it a bit of foam. Nice. So for the arches, I'm going to use the Easy Barrel Brush. Really nice brush this. Really gets in there and gives it some oomph. You can get right to the back as well. Nice long handle. Quite therapeutic. And obviously with lots of suds from the Decon shampoo, makes it nice and smooth. Then using the other flexible Easy brush to do the barrels, I start at the air valve and work my way around in a clockwise manner so as I don't forget anything. But you know, there's always some place that you miss. I found this awesome wheel mitt from microfiber.com website. So it allows me to get my hand, obviously the spokes on this wheel face are quite wide apart so I can get my hand in there. But I can get right behind them and get in there, get all that dirt from behind the spokes off. Nice mitt, yeah. And then I've got a stiff Boar's Hairs brush. I think these were from Amazon. I think I got them about 3 for about £8. Really good, just for a bit of detail. I forgot to record the actual tyre cleaning on that one, so here you are, I'm on the second wheel, and I'm just cleaning the tyre with the wheel brush. I think this is from intodetailing.co.uk. Nice little brush, not too harsh. And then obviously rinse everything down with the pressure washer, making sure to get all of those suds, making sure it doesn't dry on the wheel. So next to decontaminate the wheels, I've got the Garage Therapy Iron Fallout Remover. So I spray that on the wheels and then leave it to dwell for about 3 to 5 minutes. Agitate and then wash off. As you can see, the transformation's quite quick. You can see it turning red already. So once I've agitated that, I'll spray it off and make sure I've got all of the suds off the wheel to make sure I've got rid of all of that fallout remover. I'll probably put a bit on the actual paintwork as well later on once I've washed the car. So next I do the pre-wash, and I use the rest of that citrus that I use for the tyres. Added a bit more water though, so it's about 1 to 20 for the paintwork. All around the bottom of the car where it's dirtier and where all the bugs accumulate. To give the pre-wash a bit more dwell time, I'm going to snow foam with the Garage Therapy Snow Foam version 2. So that's 100 ml of the product with 900 ml of water in the foam cannon, and give it a good shake. And then probably use half of the foam cannon to cover the whole car before rinsing off. It was getting a bit hot now with the sun popping out from the clouds, so rather than leaving it for 5 minutes, I started to rinse it off after about 3. Don't want that soap to dry on the car, so snow foam rinses off really well and takes off all of that dirt that was lying on top of the car, so I didn't have to touch it with any medium. And so that'll allow me to then refoam the car once I've rinsed this off, which will add some more lubrosity to the contact wash. For the contact wash, I'm going to use the Garage Therapy Car Shampoo version 2. That's about 20 mils in a 20 litre bucket. It's quite thick liquid actually, so you have to get your finger in there, get it out and get it nicely mixed up in the water. Add my medium. I've got a nice big pad, a nice microfiber mitt and various other things. And so I'll just add a bit of foam to this with the pressure washer. So getting some nice suds on the pad and just moving in straight lines, no pressure on the pad whatsoever, just enough to keep the pad on the car. The slickness of the shampoo and the pre-foam just allow me to glide over the car as safe as possible. Do a couple of panels on one side of the pad, then just flip it round, making sure if I go down to the bottom of the car that I just go and clean the pad in the bucket and just repeat the process. The front grills were perfect for attracting dirt and bugs. So just using this bull's hairs brush, I was able to agitate the soap and just to give them a helping hand to come off when I rinse. After rinsing, the next stage was the clay stage. So I take a clay towel, fold it into 4, and then using a mix of Decon shampoo and iron fallout remover as my clay lube, I go over in a crosshatch pattern over all of the panels. As it was quite sunny, I clayed, rinsed and dried each panel as I went along. Unfortunately, I ran out of camera space, so I couldn't quite show you how I did it. After rinsing all the lube off, I used the Turtle Wax Ice Seal and Shine on every panel, about 2 sprays. Use an applicator pad to level the product all over, and use a nice microfiber towel then to buff off. Unfortunately, I ran out of camera space on the end of this, so rather than you not seeing what the car looked like at the end, I thought I would just cut straight to the clean car. As a couple of final stages, I put the Glaco 99 glass coating on the front windscreen and then went around the whole vehicle with a quick detailer just to get rid of any water spots, dust, etc. that had landed after I'd put on the wax. And there you go. Nicely protected for about 6 months there. Thanks for watching, and if you've got any comments or queries, just pop them in the video below. Cheers.